Hi, how
Hi,
are you?
thank you. I'm good, thank you.
Good to see you. Hello, Akhilesh ji, how are you? Cameras turn on कीजिए. कैसे हैं?
Nice, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, you understand Hindi. Great, great, great,
Yeah,
great.
my mother tongue is Telugu, but I do understand Hindi.
Okay, that's great. So, we'll just wait for another 2 minutes. Probably there are one or two people who would join. Now, so Shravan, where are you from and what do you do exactly?
I'm from Hyderabad. Currently, I'm looking for a job opportunity. So till last month, I worked as a GMB expert.
Okay.
So presently, I'm looking for a job opportunity. So once I left that previous job, I have attended your webinar. Then I thought that
Uh-huh.
it's the right time to take the part of these programs.
So
So
make the best of this time, I would say.
yeah.
Because the moment because I had a person in my community, he was on a lookout for a job, and he joined my program where in the same scenario, like when he quit his job, he started writing a book, and the moment he took up that job, he wasn't able to finish his book, so he left the half the way. So try and finish it as much as possible. Okay, that's the whole idea. I have been seeing, I'm waiting for, I don't know why Tarun hasn't joined. So what I am looking for when I'm looking at the WhatsApp group is I have seen you being pretty active and I was amazed with your hard work. So I liked it, frankly speaking. So, what we would be doing today is reviewing all your work that you must have done in the past 1 week and giving you that guidance to go ahead and take it ahead. So, what book are you planning to write? A non-fiction or a fiction
Uh,
first?
Currently, I'm planning to write a non-fiction book first.
Okay,
So based on that only, I have done the research and have
perfect.
created the tabs for that and have added. Even I have done with this one more thing also. Book topics also. I need to add that also. Today I will add that.
Okay. So, what we'll do is like I'll currently give you an access where you could go ahead and quickly share your work so I can review and give you my feedback. And accordingly you can just go ahead and proceed further. So probably because a pre-launch needs to be done beforehand, and because you on day 6 and day 7 you must have received around 20-25 days of book marketing plan. So if you start working on it from now on, it will help you build that momentum. So there's one more thing that will be doing is we'll send a link most likely in a day or two where you could join the Telegram group. So you have other authors into the community. So whenever there is a book releasing, or if there are, whenever they are posting about their books, what we do into the community is buy each other's books. So there's a person who might get 50 plus pre-orders because of the network that they have. Or I have seen people with as low as just 7 pre-orders still hitting a bestseller. So that happens. But a community gives you that push other than your network. Okay. So that's what we'll be focusing on. So I've given you the access to go ahead and share your screen. I would love to see first your book cover.
So you want me to share my screen? Huh?
Yes, I want to see your book cover and the research that you did.
Yeah, sure, sure. 1 minute, please. Timing you have introduction with another member also, Akhilesh.
Akhilesh.
Yeah.
So he's turned off his camera. I don't know where is he gone. अखिलेश जी है कि नहीं है वो आप?
हाँ मैडम बोलिए, मैं सुन रहा हूँ मैम। आई विल बी देयर
हाँ,
मैम।
तो मुझे आपका भी रिसर्च देखना है, बुक कवर देखना है.
अभी नहीं बनाया मैडम, बनाता हूँ मैं, कल
कभी
बनाऊंगा।
बनाएंगे? कभी बनाएंगे?
अभी अभी नहीं मैडम, कल बनाऊंगा।
ओके, तो बना के आप ग्रुप में डालेंगे. आपने
हाँ
रिसर्च खत्म किया?
रिसर्च अभी शुरू नहीं करा मैडम अभी।
देखो, अगर आप शुरू नहीं करोगे ना मेरे साथ में, तो मैं तो आगे बढ़ते जाऊंगी, आपका बुक लिखे होने नहीं वाला है।
नहीं,
और
ऐसा
ये
कुछ नहीं
सेम
मैडम।
प्रॉब्लम बहुत ऑथर्स के साथ होता है, प्रोग्राम तो ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं और लाइव सेशंस होने के बावजूद भी वो नहीं कर पाते बुक।
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं मैडम। अभी वो क्या है, रिसर्च के लिए पूरा कंप्लीट कॉन्सेप्ट होना चाहिए। क्या है जरा, नॉलेज क्या है पूरा, क्या करने का है उसको कंसोलिडेट करने का है मैडम। वो अलग अलग पार्ट्स में जो भी है, जो डाटा है, कंसोलिडेट करने के बाद में फिर देखता हूँ मैं।
करने नहीं, ऐसे नहीं करना है। आप उल्टा करोगे तो आपका काम होगा ही नहीं कंप्लीट। आप कौन से टॉपिक पे बुक लिख रहे हो पहले?
मैडम कोच के लिए मैम, मेंटर, एवरीबॉडी नीड्स ए मेंटर। दुनिया में
हाँ
जो भी
एवरी
दुनिया में जितने भी लोग हैं, अच्छे अच्छे बड़े बड़े लोग हैं,
हाँ
उनको भी मेंटर की जरूरत है, उनको भी मेंटर्स है। एग्जाम्पल जो है, टोनी रॉबिन्स एग्जाम्पल। तो क्या
हाँ।
वो सब, हर एक आदमी को मेंटर की जरूरत है, और मेंटर्स भी है, मेंटर होना चाहिए सबको भी। और
ओके।
दोज हु कैनॉट अफोर्ड मेंटर्स, दे आर इन ट्रबल, क्योंकि उनके लिए ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। अभी गरीब लोग हैं तो क्या है, गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में पढ़ लेते हैं। अमीर लोग जो हैं कॉन्वेंट स्कूल्स में पढ़ लेते हैं, मिशनरी स्कूल्स में पढ़ लेते हैं। तो एक्चुअली मेंटर इज नेसेसरी फॉर एवरीबॉडी। तो उस टॉपिक पे मैं लिखना चाहता हूँ मैडम, मेंटर कैसे करना। when 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 you are searching for mentor, mentor is searching for you.
Frankly speaking, if you ask me, uh, it doesn't happen that way. Mentor doesn't search for you. I'll tell you, I have the experience this many times in my life. I have seen many people experiencing this. आप बहुत बार कोशिश करते होंगे कि लाइक आपको ये करना है, वो करना है, बट आपको पता है चीजें होती नहीं है कई बार। क्यों नहीं होती है पता है क्या?
Due to lack of good mentor, man.
नो। you know uh, I had a friend. Okay, she's into the spirituality thing. Okay, so one fine day, I was talking to her on the phone and she suddenly told me that a guru appears when the student is ready.
Yes, man.
So in simpler words it means कि हम लोग देखो अभी कभी कभी क्या हो जाता है, जैसे श्रवण के केस में, he knew he wanted to do it. We have been talking for almost like 3 months, लेकिन उनके ऑफिस के टाइमिंग्स और मेरे टाइमिंग्स क्लैश हो रहे थे.
Okay,
The
madam.
moment he got that opportunity, he enrolled himself, and that's why I
Okay.
know Shravan very well. But what he does, I don't know. So you have to be ready now. Abhi, matlab, I'm just giving you another perspective of what you are saying. So kai bar I totally agree that people don't have that avenues, like kabhi finances nahi hote hain, kabhi wo cheez milti nahi hai. See, when you're hiring a mentor specifically, then it is a different story. But agar like when you and me probably are more or less of the same era, like the 90s kids, that's what I'm assuming. So in our case, हम लोगों को इंटरनेट का जो आज एक्सपोजर मिल रहा है बच्चों को, वो हमारे टाइम पे नहीं था. आई डोंट नो इफ यू वुड एग्री टू इट. आर यू देयर?
Correct, madam.
सो
Yes,
हम
yes.
लोगों ने मेंटोर्स कैसे ढूंढे? क्योंकि
हम लोग
हमारी जो दुनिया थी ना, वो स्कूल, घर, स्कूल, और प्रॉब्ली घर, कॉलेज, एंड प्रॉब्ली हमारा मोहल्ला, लाइक अ नेबरहुड. बट हाउ डिड वी गेट दैट एक्सपोजर? थिंक दैट वे. Probably you can add a chapter that way as well.
correct, madam. At that time, education was guarded, madam. It was guarded.
Correct.
Now
Correct.
it is not guarded. But
Correct.
yet people need some advice, some guidance.
Very
So
true. Very true.
so
I
so
totally agree.
so I'm thinking of providing all those things free of cost through my website. Actually, even if you search free mentors on social media, we won't get it. And many people say they don't even have time.
मैं
And
आपको एक बात बताती हूँ. ठीक है? सी आई टोटली एग्री, आपको फ्री में करना है, बट मैं आपको एक बात बताती हूँ फ्रॉम अ बिजनेस पर्सपेक्टिव. What happens most of the times is this. See, I can teach book writing for free as well because I love doing this. Okay. But when you give something free to someone, they don't value it. Number one. And second thing, आप आपके जेब से कितना टाइम तक डालोगे पैसा? एक टाइम के बाद आप एग्जॉस्ट हो जाओगे. So maybe minimum, but still charge people. That's what my suggestion
No,
is.
instead of charging people, we can go for affiliate marketing, madam. If we have number of good number of followers and subscribers, we can go for affiliate marketing. No need to depend directly on them, madam.
Give it a try. But affiliate से ज्यादा नहीं कमा पाते हैं. अगर, because you are talking about ifs, like if you have followers, वो टाइम जो लगेगा ना आपको बिल्ड करने के लिए, उसमें बहुत टाइम जाता है, एंड तभी आपके फाइनेंसेस बर्न होते हैं. But you can try. See, coming back to my our topic, like about writing a book, if you try to consolidate and then come back, वो वापस आपका वो गैप की वजह से बुक कंप्लीट नहीं होगा. Rather, take up the topic and then start writing. You will get more ideas and you will be able to go with the flow and finish that book in the next 30 days. आप उल्टे प्रोसेस पे जा रहे हो तो उल्टे से होता नहीं है. Hi
उल्टा तो
Tarun, how are
मतलब
you?
मैडम, उल्टा तो
I'm
वही बोल
sorry.
रहा मैं, जहां तक देखा मैं उसमें सोशल मीडिया में.
हाँ.
First you create the content. I mean, first you create the story. No need of first creating the title of the story. First you create the story. After that, it can be decided which title should be given, which name should be given to the story.
See, the title that I'm asking you to put it right now is more like a working title.
Yeah.
ये वर्किंग टाइटल, ये आपका बुक का फाइनल टाइटल नहीं है. अभी कई सी से फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग, अभी मेरे केस में आई हैव अ कंसेप्ट इन माइंड. मेरे पास कंसेप्ट होता है कि मुझे क्या लिखना है. ओके. द सेम थिंग हैपेंड विथ माय सेकंड बुक, द सेम थिंग हैपेंड विथ माय थर्ड बुक. आई न्यू व्हाट आई वांटेड टू राइट, बट I was waiting for the title to pop in. The title is not from ChatGPT, it is not from any damn tool. It is what came to my mind. Okay. But उसमें होता क्या है, अगर आप वो परफेक्ट टाइटल के लिए या वो पूरा कंसोलिडेट करने के लिए रुकेंगे ना, तो टाइम वेस्ट हो रहा है. मेरा पॉइंट सिर्फ इतना ही है. सो रादर आप लिखना शुरू करो. आपका मतलब व्हाट, इन सिंपलर वर्ड्स, डू अ ब्रेन डंप ऑफ योर आइडियाज. And when you're doing a brain dump, it becomes easy for you to go ahead and take this journey ahead, because वो अपने आप आपको और आइडियाज आएंगे और अपने आप वो चीज को और बेटर कर सकते हैं.
Okay, madam. I will start this week
आप
because
स्टार्ट कर लो. शायद
actually
आपको टाइटल वो बीच में ही मिल जाएगा. अभी एक
actually
वर्किंग टाइटल बना लो फिलहाल.
actually, madam, I already informed you also. I was not having laptop. I was having only iPad. So
हाँ,
it was very
चलेगा.
difficult. Yeah, Laini, it's a problem, madam. It was a problem. Now I have got a laptop. I will start it in the.
बट स्टार्ट विद द वर्क, दैट्स द होल आइडिया.
Yeah,
ओके.
madam.
ठीक है.
In iPad, I couldn't get the same performance of this Google Docs
ओके.
as in the laptop. There that is different, madam. In iPad that is different, and laptop that is different, madam. Google
ओके.
Docs.
ओके. नो प्रॉब्लम.
I was not getting all MS Word features in that Google Docs.
ओके. तो चलो, लेट मी टॉक टू Tarun first. Hi Tarun, how are you doing? Please turn on your cameras because I love to see people. Hi.
Hi,
So Tarun, what do you do?
I'm basically a marketing manager working in an MNC company.
Okay.
So the idea is to build a reputation or authoritative authority in the marketing field. That is the key idea behind writing the book. Idea of writing the book.
Okay. So what topic have you shortlisted for your book?
So So the topic which I had an idea earlier, like it is about anything and everything about marketing. Sorry, first let me tell you that. So I was not able to follow that uh, sessions for the days. I've heard it, but I have not done it. So I've done the first
Okay.
exercise, and later, so there was a mismatch between these things. So I was stuck. So I've done it. The market research, up to market research, I've done. When it comes to keyword research, I've not done it. So let me start with the idea. What I had is to write a book which is related to marketing. So that is what an idea behind it. So, but when I
Okay.
searched for it, but there is no proper keyword related to this marketing kind of thing. Marketing books have very less that reviews and the things are.
Okay. What kind of marketing are you going to write upon? Like, is it social media marketing or the general, like traditional marketing?
It is about a comprehensive, like it is a basic marketing things which anybody can understand. What are the like whatever things which is to be applicable to a day-to-day life and to the startups or the business. The basic marketing stuff has to be explained in a simpler way. That was an idea behind it.
So basically, you would be doing working on the PAS and the IDEA frameworks. Is it like different kind of frameworks that way?
Yeah, kind of frameworks and how to see a marketing and how to approach it. Actually, it is being approached in a wrong way by many people. So many things
Okay.
like marketing is something like outreaching, or nowadays people are thinking that marketing is all about digital marketing, but it is not the true. It is all about understanding the core gap in the market and filling it with the like identifying the problem and solving the problem with the solution which you have, and make to reach the people that the solution what we have is the app solution for them. So we need to communicate to the people. That is what the core thing, entire thing behind the marketing.
Okay. See, I totally understand the concept of the book because of the simple reason. Why, like what you just said, people do not understand what needs to be done for marketing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get that because even I have been there, even I have taken that journey, and the biggest challenge that probably you could also address to is, the most of the people, what I have noticed is they go ahead and use a certain marketing technique because that is in trend, but it is not something that is suited for their product.
Yeah.
You must have observed that as well.
Exactly.
So even that needs to be tackled. So I want to see whoever hasn't completed the book cover designs. So I want to see their book cover designs. Okay. So I will be reviewing Shravan's work today. Akhilesh has not done it. Shivika, I have seen her work. Hi Shivika, how are you doing? Please turn on your cameras. अखिलेश जी कैमरा, बाकी सब लोग भी कैमरा बंद करके बैठ जाएंगे फिर. Hi Shivika, how are you? Good to see you. So, okay. So, I'm going to tell you something. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. There's a lot of disturbance. Shivika, I can't hear you. There's a lot of disturbance. Your screen froze. Probably you might have to just log out and log in again.
Yeah, is my voice?
Okay, there is a network issue at your place, it seems. Those network bars are in red. Yes, good to see you, I said. I'm just starting off with the session. I'll be reviewing with Shravan's work today. So, same here. So, now I'm going to go ahead and tell you certain things that like we'll be doing in the next few days that is going to probably change the way you look at book writing stuff that is shown in the market. Okay, we will be using AI, but before I begin, I'm going to go ahead and tell you something. Though we will be using AI, we are not going to rely completely on AI, but we will use AI as an assistance to go ahead and fast track our work. Okay. Now, I will be introducing you to a new tool that will help you to probably um, get the outline for your chapters faster, or probably the book outline faster. Like maybe a single click that should do the job, but maybe some tweaks would be needed. But again, for that, I would need a concrete topic from your end. And this specifically works for a nonfiction. Okay. So there are many new things that you would be learning in these sessions that will be coming your way. So I want you to work on it and do not miss a single session, and see to it that every single activity that is given to you, work with me. So what we are targeting right now is by 25th of June, all your books will be released. Okay, that's the whole target. Now, Shravan, I have given you the access. Let me see. 1 second. Just share your screen so I can review your book cover design.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. I will be sharing my screen. Are you able to see my screen, right?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. This is a market research which I have done as per the first day topic, the session which I have provided. So I have divided the topics into these four: self-esteem, habits and behavioral changes, sleep science, overcoming anxiety and stress, and mindfulness and meditation. So
Okay.
whatever you have taught in the video, right? I have followed the steps and I have found out these things, ma'am. So reviews I have written. So for these things.
Okay. So
So
what topic have you chosen to write on?
mostly from starting onwards, I'm interested in this self-esteem things also. The way we think, since maybe we have a skills, but due to certain difficulties or maybe not
Okay.
expressing to the things properly. So I thought that this is the topic which I have chosen. So on this topic, I'm interested. So based on this, I have done with the keyword research, ma'am.
Keyword research.
Yeah,
Okay.
keyword research. I have done the keyword research.
Just sort that average BSR, just filter it lowest to highest.
I have written. And, I have seen that most of the keywords which are there for this topic, right? There are not less than 20,000. So started with 56,000. So my intention is to write a book on this topic. So I have
go down to topics for chapters. I want to see that.
Yeah.
The last tab.
Topics for
the last sheet.
fine.
Topics
Yes,
for
yes.
chapters.
Yes. So I have considered that book title as 10 daily habits to boost your self-esteem. So based on this, I have done with the chapters, and you said to write two anecdotes or examples, right? So this I thought will be the examples which I'm going to mention
Scroll
on the,
down.
Yeah.
Scroll down. I want to see all the 10 chapters.
Yeah.
Shravan, do one thing. See, you have taken up keywords like practice mindfulness and meditation. So that is also a keyword research that you can do. Then go up. Gratitude is again a keyword that you can check. Do the same research in the same manner.
Means entire this long tail keyword you want me to take? Only gratitude?
No, just only gratitude. Just punch gratitude and see what are the keywords that you are getting. And based on that, do the keyword research and just keep the things ready. Just highlight it in green and just leave it across. Go up. You might as well check for goals. Chapter number 5.
Realistic goals.
Yes.
Realistic goals or only goals?
Just type goals. It will give you the phrases and everything. Amazon will give you on its own. Go up.
Can we means you want the keyword research for the highlighted things, right? Average BSR you want me to add, right?
Correct. Do that for the next session's activity so we can check.
Just
because it
a
will take
sample.
time.
Oh yeah, sample.
You will be doing the same. What is it? Okay. Why are you going into other things? Okay, got it.
No. Just I'm saying.
Okay.
Means for these goals, you want me to add this average BSR, everything, right?
Yes,
Whatever the highlighted
yes,
things.
yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, next.
So anything like coming with like goals and targets, goals and achievements. So whatever phrases are coming, I want you to add it over. Just go up. Affirmations is one thing that you can check because the BSR wasn't coming in your case, right?
Yeah.
So you can check for these as well.
Mhm. So
Okay,
okay. For these four things.
correct.
Sure, ma'am.
Just keep it ready because you would need keywords, I think, in session number 7. When we would be actually uploading the manuscript. Now guys, I want you to keep this in mind that we will all be making our books live on 25th of June. That's the whole target. The sooner the better, but 25th is the maxed out date. So that's what you'll be working upon. Now I want to see your book cover design that you created.
Is anything apart from this, anything you want me to add
No,
under
that's
keywords?
it.
So whatever the highlighted things are that, for that I need
I
to
want
find
you
out
to
the
do a keyword research on that. Get the
average BSR.
BSRs.
Yeah, BSR values you want.
Create. What I want you to do is just go back. I'll explain you. Go back to that keyword research page. Scroll up. Okay. So this particular column, you have created it for self-esteem. Create another column out here for goals. Create another column for affirmations. Create another column for whatever we have highlighted. And do a BSR. So the ones that is like lesser than 30 or 20, just keep highlighted because we will be using towards the end. Okay. I'm just giving you a substitute.
One doubt I have, you have said like goals, affirmations. Only one keyword I need to consider, or related to that, I need to
No,
add more keywords.
no, I'll tell you, we need a total of 7 keywords. So
Okay.
what we generally do is we choose a keyword that should be on the title of the book for specifically for non-fiction. Now, when it comes to coming down to uh, the 7 keywords, the keywords can be phrases as well. So how to achieve goals, books
Okay.
on goals, books on transformation, books on like affirmation books, kind of.
Okay,
So
okay,
how
got
to
it, got it.
affirm. So what we
Huh.
are doing is we are trying to find out those affirm word keywords because these are part of your book, right? We are not adding something different.
Yeah, I understood. I understood.
Huh.
So
So
whatever the
the more number of keywords you have, because we will be doing the same activity again before you upload your manuscript.
Mhm. Yeah, got it, madam.
So
I
that
understood.
time your work will be reduced because or you will have to do just 25-30% of the work.
Okay, okay. So
Okay.
whatever the keyword research initially I have done, these are for self-esteem. Similarly, for the goals,
Yes.
whatever the keywords are there,
Goals,
average.
affirmations, and there was one more that I suggested. I don't
Yeah.
remember. Topics for chapters.
Yes, I understood, ma'am. I understood. I will do that.
So do it for that
Gratitude,
as well. Gratitude,
gratitude, and practice.
mindfulness, and meditation as well. You
Okay.
have 4 more. So these will help you because these are part of your book. Okay. Let's see your book cover design.
So this is how I made, ma'am.
This reminds me of
Yeah, this fine.
Rashmi Bansal's book.
This is the sample which I got from this Canva free version.
Okay.
So I have made that like this. Uh, what's your opinion on
You
this?
will have to remove the golden logo on it.
Yeah.
You can.
It is not. No. I have made 1, 2, or 3 things here. I will
Okay.
remove that. This is the actual one.
Okay. Uh,
It suggests 10 or 11? I have a confusion, madam. Instead of this bulb on, can I put it as a 0? What is your suggestion on this? That's a small doubt I have. I mean, major doubt I have. Means when someone looks at book cover, everything, if you see these things, okay, but the first line, 10, so I have added here as the bulb like this. So what you say, ma'am, on this?
If I have to design this book cover, I will refer to another, like, I'll tell you how I generally create book covers. So the moment I read a specific thing about the book, like the title and everything, what I generally prefer doing is, like, I have a book cover in mind that I would love to, imitate. So that is your kind of a reference point to create. So what you could do is, this one would look good. One is, try and see if you can get your subtitles smaller. So I'll give you an example. Wait, I'll show you something. I might have written it somewhere. Give me 1 second. Where is it gone? Okay, it should be here. Okay, I'm not going to show it, but I'm going to tell you how it should be. So basically, when it comes to titles, okay, I'm going to stop your screen share so I can talk. So you can, 1 second, let me just can't stop it. Okay, perfect. So when it comes to titles can be of 3 types. Okay, so one of the titles can be a catchy title. Second one could be a transformation based, and a third one can be a target audience based. So what we have done is, let me see if I can, I'm unable to share my screen actually, because it's not done, so it's not letting me. So I'm just giving you an example. Let me finish Amazon. Okay, let me go down to Google. And okay, so let me share my screen. Hope you can see it. Okay, so this particular book is a perfect example of a catchy title. Okay, because it is going to go ahead and grab that attention. The subtle art of not giving a fuck. Simple. Why does an author keep a book title like that? That's the whole idea. Now the whole part is, like, when we are talking about like a catchy title, that is an attention grabbing thing. Indirectly, it is actually telling me, there would be many people who would be talking shit about you. There'll be many people who would be spreading that negativity. But how do you manage those things? That's what it is giving me when I'm reading the title. But when I'm going down, it is talking about positive thinking. Leave that aside. And everything out here is fucked up, and we have to live with it. That's what it's saying. See? Because many people, they say, okay, you have, be positive, do this is what is going to happen. But when you do a reality check, real life, practical life doesn't happen that way. Okay, now other thing that you also need to consider is, if you notice, they have just used 3 colors, 3 prominent colors, not more than that. Okay, that is also something that will stand out. Now when it comes to designing your book cover, the lesser number of colors, the better it is. You can also experiment this way if you want. Okay, the other thing that when I am looking at it, it's I can, it's of highly effective people. So see this, you can choose, like, this is the latest edition. So if you notice how they have written the number 7, when I'm zooming in. Okay. And they have played around with, see, navy blue, yellow, red, and white is a neutral color. See, notice there's no black in it. So this is what, if I have to create a book for you, I would preferably pick up something like this. And most of the times when it comes to book cover designs, what happens is people generally, have you noticed, like, when why the Zomato app is in red, the Swiggy is in orange, Maggie packets are in yellow. There is a reason why, we use certain colors. Okay, because it has to be attention grabbing, it has to build that curiosity, to go ahead and ensure that you are actually buying that book, because there will be so many books displayed, and out of that, how is it that you are going to go ahead and grab that reader's attention to that book? So colors play a huge role. So one of the aspect was a catchy title. The other one that you can think about is, one second, let me just scroll down, and there is, what is the chat about? Yes, color psychology, but not always the color psychology works, because many times the color psychology that will be related to your book can be a dull or a muted color. So you will have to play around and reverse it at times. So let me just, oops, what's happening? Now, this is another example. This is a Tim Ferriss book. I love this book. Okay. Now, look at this. This particular book is a very simple book. If you notice, the element shows, okay, you just have to work 4 hours in a week. That's it. And rest of the time you can just chill. That's the element that they have used in this book cover. Okay. Now, this is basically telling me a target audience title. So it says, escape the 9 to 5, live anywhere, and join the new rich. So the ideally, if you look at the subtitle, it will go ahead and give you that message that this is for people who are working professionals. So titles can be of 3 types. One of them is a catchy title. Second one is the 4-hour work week. And there's this book. This is a Dale Carnegie book. This is a timeless book. Like, I remember this was the first nonfiction book that I read during my college days. And this is a beautiful book. So this one is something that you can also look at, because it is going to go ahead and teach you what is the transformation that it is going to teach your readers, what is the transformation that you can bring in. So primarily there are these 3 types of titles. So you will have to figure out which category do you want to for it to fall in, and then experiment with the titles. Okay. Now, if you notice, most of the books that if you have checked, you'll find them in colors of like yellow, orange, or probably a red sometimes, because these are eye catchy. Now you have to understand a very simple thing. One second, what is the message? Okay. You have to understand a very simple thing out here, that 99% of the people, they go ahead and buy the books on their phones. They scroll on their phones. So basically, you just have that 1 inch space to go ahead and grab that attention. So personally speaking, I would never use a white color as a background for my book cover. Okay. Red might be too harsh for the eyes, because the letters don't stand out. So you will have to experiment and see. So always create, like, multiple variations to see. And this is a good point to start off with. But if you have, like, I'll give you an example of my book cover design to give you, let me see if there was a problem with my laptop. So there was this problem. Let me see. if I have that. I'll just give you what I created for my book cover. 1 second. Okay. So this is what I did for my book cover. Okay. Now I'm just giving you a breakup of what I did. Now I chose a turquoise color because I know it stands out where, see, when you are checking any ebooks on your phone, the background is white on Amazon and the book cover is also white. So it doesn't stand out. Number one. Second, that was the only reason I chose something that is a turquoise. So this is, no, this is not a turquoise. This is a teal color, a darker shade of turquoise. Then my inspiration was I wanted to use like those leaves that were there or that is there on the Ikigai, the book Ikigai. So I wanted something like that, but I didn't want it to be like a copy. So I added cherry blossoms. Okay. Now this, the woman who lived like a monk, the idea was, there is a book, I think by Rashmi Bansal, Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish. I think so. That's the author's name. So I can show you that 1 second. I think it is her book. Rashmi Bansal, I'll show you that. I have it. So what I did is, if you notice, how is it written? The typography. Stay is bigger, hungry is smaller, stay is bigger, foolish is smaller. So I use this method onto my book cover. So when you, the whole idea is when you have a reference point, even when you are working with ChatGPT, go ahead and give them a reference point that I want to create this book cover. I have these book covers in mind. And what is it that you suggest? And then start playing around. So keep those reference points ready. Okay. Fair enough. So far we have, how many of you were able to get the photo shoot done? No photo shoot done. See, you have to understand, take a day's time, not more than that, because you might have time until Thursday only, not more than that, to complete your book cover designs and all other activities that were given to you. Because if you are not ready with those things, it would be difficult to go ahead and start off, because the moment we start, there's no stopping. There is absolutely no stopping. So what I'm going to do today, since we have a lot of time out here, we just completed one thing. I'll be sharing with you certain ground rules that you would be following. 1 second, let me close unwanted windows. There's too many things open on my laptop today. One second. Let me share. I think I've shared the pre-launch template and everything with you guys, correct? Already? Is it? Have I shared it with you guys?
Yeah. One sheet which have all the.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give you 3 more links. that will help you to go ahead and zero down on your titles. I'm putting it in the chat right now in this particular chat. So you can use it later. It will be added into the group later on. So I'll just quickly give you a demo of one of those. Now, before even I get into the demo of these particular sites, what I'm going to go ahead and tell you certain things that you have to make note of, and please make it a point that you are following it, because we will be jumping onto the research part and everything for the next session. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm just going ahead and giving you a gist of it, fatafat. So number one thing that you will have to, this is generally covered in session 2, but since we have a lot of time available today, and I don't have a lot of book reviews to be done, so I'm completing things that I generally finish in session number 2. Now, when you are working onto your manuscript, I want you to make note of these things. Okay, here we go. So when you are creating this, you will have to ensure that your font size is 12 always when you are writing your book. Second is the font that we will be using is Garment, EB Garment. And there are many people, they go ahead and write whatever their book that they are working upon on, like an MS Word. Okay. So when I'm asking them, okay, what's happening with your book? Okay, my laptop is at home. But if you ask me, I would always prefer, or I would always appreciate if you could work on Google Docs. Okay. So on your phone, go to your app store and go ahead and download Google Docs, and ensure, because you have to understand that we are creative people. Like, for example, I was working on the 10-point chapter completion framework. Like, how do you complete a chapter for non-fiction books? So I was working on this. So I have been stuck on that idea for almost 7 days. It's in the back of my mind. I wanted to go ahead and complete it. Like, how can I make it simpler for you guys? So every single month when I'm doing a batch, I'm introducing something new, so that makes the author's job easy. So how do I do it? So when I was thinking about it, I wasn't able to find an answer. How can I simplify it? So eventually, I was going out and I was waiting for my son to come back in the car. And by the time he came, suddenly the idea struck me. And he came back and he started telling me something, this happened, that happened. I said, wait. And I was just jotting down the points, how the 10 points should look like, how the chapter should look like. But imagine I had to wait till I reach home and put that down. See, this is that eureka moment when you get that thing into your mind. And if you wait for that right opportunity, there is a very high chance that you might forget that. So if you jot it down, and if you are again writing it, you might say, okay, ma'am, we'll put it on WhatsApp, we'll send it to ourselves, we'll put it to the notes. There are so many messages that it just goes for a toss. So rather just ensure that you have a Google Doc on it, and ensure that, you're jotting down, and make a separate file altogether that says, okay, these are the ideas, and say make a separate file where you are writing your manuscript. Okay. So preferably Google Docs always. Okay. The other thing that you will be taking care of is this, that whenever you're writing, there are certain things that you need to keep in mind, and that is minimum number of pages for your book should be 70, a maximum of 200 pages. Okay. And when I'm talking about 70 pages and 200 pages, because we don't, when you are giving, I'll give you an example, like, there is a trainer friend of mine. She wrote a book, and that book had 130 pages, and she priced it for 600 rupees. And people in our trainer community, they started asking her, why have you priced it so high for just a 130 pages book? So the price point should be also something that is affordable for everyone. And it should, sometimes or most of the times in the current market scenario, what I've realized is people want more value for the price that they have paid. So imagine, like, whatever price that you have paid me for this book writing program, I'm not giving you what you want. I'm giving you lesser than that. You will not be satisfied. And I have seen people in the past who have told me, ma'am, what the price that you are charging us and the value that you are providing is higher. In the same manner, your book, when you're valuing it for 99, but when the reader is reading, they should get a value of at least 300 rupees. That's the whole idea. So if you're writing a book of, say, 30 pages, it is more or less like a booklet. Okay. So the whole, I'll give you approximate count. So your front and back matter is roughly around 15 pages. That will have your preface, acknowledgements, forward, afterward, everything. Okay. Rest of the book should be 70 pages after the editing. So when you're writing your chapters, see to it that your chapters would have roughly around a minimum of 1000 words, a maximum of 1500 words. So that makes a decent, if you're writing, say, um, a 10,000 words book, so that comes to around 120, 140 pages. And that's a decent amount of book that you can write down. Now, when I'm talking about the Google Docs, so this is something, if you still prefer to work on MS Word, go ahead and do that. But I would always prefer to work on Google Docs personally. So when you're working out here, you have to make sure that you go down to File, scroll down. I've written the exact steps out here. Go down to Page Setup. And when you go to Page Setup, click on Whole Document. And in paper size, you are going to select Statement. Okay. Now, why statement? Because of the simple reason, the statement size at a non-fiction book cover size. So you might choose a 5.5 by 8.5, or you might choose a 5 by 8, or there are 5 by 8, because 6 by 9 and 6.5 by 9 is not used by non-fiction authors. But if you are using this, it gives you a rough estimate of the number of pages that you have written. Okay. So make sure that you are setting your page to a statement size. Second important aspect that you have to go ahead and keep this in mind always. Whenever you are starting a new chapter, I've given you a shortcut over here that says Control plus Enter. You are going to go ahead and hit, after a chapter is ending, you're going to hit a Control plus Enter. The reason is, when you are uploading your manuscript on Kindle Create, if you do not break it down over here, it will go as continuation. And manually doing that is a very difficult job. Okay, so I want you to break it down. So shortcut is Control plus Enter. If you don't want to remember or don't want to use it, the other option that if I have completely given the steps out here, click on Insert, Break, and Page Break. So this is, say for example, it is here. Okay, I go to Insert, and then I click on Break. Then I come over here, and then I say Page Break. See, it will take me to the next page. And that's where I start my second chapter. Okay. Then the other thing that you will also help you is the word count. Okay. So this is approximately 35,000 words for chapters. I'm just giving you a rough estimate. So when you're writing a book of around 25 to 30,000 words, it is roughly around 200 pages. But our whole target is at least 70 pages, a maximum of 200 pages. Or you might say a maximum of 180 pages, because 20 pages will be your front and your back matter. So how do you get your word count? So how many words have you written? You go down to your tools, and you will be using a word count out here. Let me check. They have seems to change it. 1 second. Tools, word count. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Tools and word count. If you notice, it's telling me it is 8 pages. The number of words it is there is 1046, and the characters are 6681. So the 6681 would be like, all the letters that we are putting in, okay, including the spaces and including the punctuation marks, everything including, this is what it is. So what we will be focusing on is the number of words. So if I click on this, the word is 1000. So my one chapter is around 1000 words. I can see this. So this gives me a rough estimate. Second aspect, when you are writing your chapter title, you can keep it for 14 font size, and the subtopics, you can keep it for 12 font size and make it bold. And the text of it can be a 12-point size. And if you have some quotes or something that you have put in, you can use a 12-point size with some italics to it. But do not underline anything. Okay. And yes, Shravan, you had a question.
My question is, for each chapter, how many words we need to take, or how many pages the chapter should be?
You will have to see how many words are fitting in. A minimum of 1000 words, a maximum of 1500 words should be fair enough. Okay. Because we will be working on adding some more things into it that is going to go ahead and help you to expand your chapter.
Got it.
So we will be working on all of these things. Now, the other thing that you also need to keep in mind is when you are writing the chapters, you will have to ensure that your alignment is always justified. So let me just zoom it. So this is where you get the align and indentation. Click on this, and this is what you need, justified. So you're going to click on justified, not the left or nor the right, because it looks good. Second is the spacing between the lines. So this is known as the line and paragraph spacing. We are going to keep it to 1.15. It looks very good in physical paperbacks that you get. It looks very beautiful and pretty decent. So always choose this. So I have given you more or less all these details. This will be part of the assignment to the next session. It will be part of it because we aren't starting writing our chapters and we had time, so I just completed this. So the other thing that we will be completing today is working on their titles other than the chat GPT prompt that I have given you. Give me 1 second. One second. Okay. So here we go. So what I've done right now is I have opened up all the 3 sites because we will be testing all these sites quickly. So your book title is about self-esteem. So I'm going to take Shravan's book topic. How do you want your tone to be? Assertive. I'm just picking up one, and this is a non-fiction book. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and ask it to go ahead and generate titles. So this is editpad.org. So these are some of the topics that like titles that you can consider. The power of you. 10 steps building resilient self-worth. Right? Claim your value. A guide, 10 steps to unwavering self-confidence, 10 keys to unwavering self-confidence. Another thing that I would like to just highlight, people love it when I can say when they have find something like steps, guide, key, secrets on the book cover. It makes them much more curious. So you can go ahead and explore those areas as well when it comes to book titles. The other thing, other side that you can also go for is titlegenerator.com. So if you go over here and say, give me a quick title or summary, Shravan, for you. It is about 10 steps or 10 habits to build self-esteem, right? Am I correct, Shravan?
Yes, 10 daily habits
Okay.
to build the self-esteem, to boost your self-esteem.
To boost self-esteem. Okay. So let's see what is happening. Daily confidence boosters, elevate your self-worth, 10 steps to self-love, habits for a stronger you, self-esteem essentials, daily uplift. See, you can always go ahead and, mix and match. So in this, I've just, I like the power of you, which is good. So you can, the power of you, for example. And I can just go ahead and I would say 10 steps to elevate your self-worth. What I'm trying to say is we can always mix and match. Okay. Then in this, you have another option, like instead of assertive, I say I want to have it as a clickbait. Let's see. What is it giving me? Unlock your inner power. 7 secrets to skyrocketing your self-esteem overnight. The confidence code from zero to hero, flipping the script, the self-esteem revolution. You can explore. So let's say I want to have it creative. Let's see. The mirror's reflection, roots of confidence, self-esteem blueprint. Let me check something else. This is something that can also be used for your fiction books. If you notice, let's see if I want to use a philosophical theme. What is it giving me? Mirror of the soul, foundations of self, beyond comparison, eclipsed by doubt. So this is how, let's see if I have to check motivation. Go ahead and check that way. Radiate confidence, worthy mindset, rise above, flourish. So you can explore. Then the third site out here is book title, capital as my title. Over here again, if you notice, I'll just copy it from here. Come down over here. And this is standard. Over here also, they are giving me a lot of options to choose from. And I'm going to use it for a book. And my genre is nonfiction. Okay. And I click on get details. Let's see what is happening. Rise Above, a guide to cultivating self-love, transforming self-esteem one habit at a time, daily practices for unshakable confidence. Empower yourself through simple rituals. Elevate your self-worth with daily habits. So this is because I gave a standard tone, I can probably just add a creative tone. Let's see what is it giving me. Habitual brilliance, empower your mornings, daily boost. So you can just go ahead and explore. And if you want something like elevate your self-worth with daily habits, I want something similar. I click on similar. So now it will start giving me similar things. See, uplift your perception of self through routine. Nurture your spirit habits for higher self-regard. Foster inner strength through habitual change. So you can just go ahead and explore things based on that. Okay, so that's how you can go ahead and zero down on your titles. Okay, let me see what else can we complete today from session number 2. I'm just checking because if I start with the research, it is going to take a lot of time. Okay, we can complete this as well. 1 second. So this one is a pre-order template. Okay. So this template is to be used after you do a book launch, okay, on all your social media handles. Okay. Now, when you are doing a pre-launch on all your social media handles, let it be WhatsApp, let it be your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, your wife's WhatsApp status, your sister's WhatsApp status, or your parents' WhatsApp status, it doesn't matter. Okay. Go ahead and ensure that you're using every possible avenue to go ahead and explore that thing. Now, when you are doing it, you also have to keep in mind that once you post it, there will be a lot of people who are going to go ahead and they are going to reach out to you. Now, you have to be careful about when you're dealing with them, you have to be careful about two kind of people who would reach out to you. One of them would be uh, who would be just congratulating you, saying, "No, good job, you did. You are now writing a book. I never thought," and XYZ. But there will be some people who would be curious about the book. What is it about? What transformation can you bring in? So whenever you're talking with people, go ahead and tell them what is the book all about and what transformation can the book bring in. And that is going to go ahead and help you lay that foundation. And the people generally who are very curious about the book are the ones who are going to go ahead and buy that book. Okay. Now, I was into the session and I remember suddenly there was someone who just texted me. Oh, that person is not part of the author stardom community, but was into the book in a blink challenge session. And this person suddenly went ahead and told me that, you know what, uh, I priced my book at 99 and now the price has increased to 149 rupees. What do I do with the difference amount? Should I pay it from my pocket? So let me be very clear out here. We are going to go ahead and put the pre-launch price as 149 or 199 to go ahead and create that urgency. Do not increase the price for the first 15-20 days or maybe a month after your book goes live. Okay, because you want it to be reasonable, economical for people to buy it. Higher the price, there are chances that people are not going to buy it. Okay, so when you go ahead and price it at 99 and just telling people that it is going to increase by so and so date when the book goes live, it is to create that urgency, it is to create that scarcity so that you get that sales. Okay, now, when you come down to your pre-orders, once someone is talking about it and they say that they are interested, you are going to go ahead and put their order please date. So say for example, I place an order for Shravan's book. I would just document, Shravan is going to document it as 05/19/25. Okay, he will put my name out here. Okay, sorry, then he'll put my phone number and my email ID. Sometimes I would, if you ask me, I prefer to add a quick note. How have they made a payment? Have they done a GPay? Have they done a Paytm or a phone pay or an IMPS, to keep a track of it? Now there will be some kind of people who would again tell you that um, I will buy the book when the paperback is out. Okay. Now what happens with paperback is, I'll tell you, the cost is not the same. So one of my community members created this mistake. They took the money for 99 rupees for a paperback. And when she told me about it after two sessions. I've got 5 orders for my paperback. Oh, I said, okay, great, but how much did you charge them? And she said 99. I said it's not even going to go ahead and cover the printing cost, because you have to understand, when you go ahead and do a paperback, so there is a printing cost involved, and it is dependent upon many aspects, like the book dimensions, like what size are you choosing, what color are you using, what is the paper quality, how many number of pages are there, and XYZ factors. So on an average, when you are doing a paperback, I would say it would be somewhere around 200 and anywhere between 250 to 300 rupees. So when there are people who would go ahead and tell you that I want a physical book, so go ahead and tell them that a physical book would be expensive. Like it could be 3 times more the cost. Would you still like to wait, because it is going to take time? See, our target is, we are not going to release our ebook and paperback together. We are going to ensure that we are doing a ebook first, hit that bestseller tag first, and take that golden badge on our paperback, right? That's what we are focusing on. Because as a first time author, it becomes very difficult to build that brand and build that trust. Correct? So it is important that you go ahead and ensure that uh, you have that credibility for you. Clear, guys? So if there is someone who is actually telling you that I'm interested, still interested into a paperback, whatever the cost may be, I'm okay with it. Go ahead and jot down their name and phone number and tell them that I am going to go ahead and reach out to you once my paperback is live. Because paperback again takes some time. After your ebook goes live, the publisher is going to go ahead and process and everything. It is going to take some time. Now, Akhileshji, he has a question. He says, I hope the title generator doesn't give the title already published. I'm going to tell you something very important today. When it comes to, okay. So when it comes to, tell me one thing. We saw that movie Dawn and Dawn 2, or probably Agnipath of Amitabh Bachchan and Agnipath of Hrithik Roshan. Okay. Now they tweaked it a little, correct? Now my second book, You Are Not Alone, go ahead and check on Amazon. There are hundreds of books of the same title. It doesn't matter if your title is same. What matters is what is inside shouldn't be same. Otherwise, it could be a copyright issue. Correct? So it is very, very important that your title can be same. It's okay. But what is it that, say, for example, if I am saying like 7 habits of highly effective people. Okay. But the 7 habits that I am mentioning are not part of that book, then there is no copyright issue. Or maybe you can just tweak some words. Like instead of seven habits, I might say 7 steps to be highly effective. I can still use that. Correct. And if you still have that doubt, go ahead and whatever title that you have selected, I would prefer to go down to Google and just Google it to see how many options are available by that name, or probably just check on Amazon and to get a brief idea what is the book is all about, and it is not clashing with your book idea, right? Uh, let me check. Pre-order I have completed. Okay. Okay, there is a one important, it's already 9:20 almost. I'll take another 10 minutes before I let you guys go. So there's one more activity that I want. See, it is up to you what title that you choose. So answering your question, um, choose a title that clicks with you. Like in simpler terms, I'll just explain you. Whenever I'm reading a title, I generally choose a title which clicks with me. Like listen to your intuition. That's the best way. And when you are choosing a title, you can always, as I said, you can just go for a catchy title, or you can go for a transformation based title, or you can also go for your target audience based title. It's up to you. What do you choose? What is it that you want to deliver? So if you were talking about a mentorship book, I would, rather than going for a catchy title, I would always choose a transformation based title or a target based title. Because when you are reading a title, it should go ahead and give that thing, okay, it is actually, yeah, it can, this particular book can help me change the things in my life. So that can be a game changer. Like my book title, uh, my second book title was catchy, You Are Not Alone. My third book title was transformation based. Um, my first book title was I Was New, so it was just bland, I can say. So you can choose accordingly what outcome or how do you want your readers to perceive you things. Okay, so there is one. Okay, there is one important aspect that you have to keep in mind that you will have to work from now on is I want you to think about 5 industry experts, whatever topic that you are writing your book on. Think about those 5 people who can be like expert into the topic that you are writing in, who can be a critique, who can be a thought leader into that process. So think about those 5 people, 5 to 10 people that who can write a forward for you for your book. So when you are writing a forward, how do you choose that person? I don't want you to go ahead and call up that 5 or 10 people directly. What I want you to do is first jot down the names and then go down to their social media handles. Okay. When you go down to their social media handles, just check how many of them have a good following. So then, based on that, go ahead and see to it that if they have a good following, like shortlist one or two people, listen to your heart and who is the right person for it. And probably you can just reach out to them and tell them, hey, once my book is complete, I would love to have a forward from you. When you're getting people to go ahead and write a forward for you, what you can do is like you can go ahead and when your book is about to go live, you can go ahead and tag those people on social media. That helps you to go ahead and get more exposure for your book. So that's an organic marketing for your book. Okay. So list down that 5 or 10 names that you can think about for your book forward. And also tell them that don't worry, you don't have to read the entire book. I'll go ahead and give you a quick short synopsis of what the book is all about. And I'm going to go ahead and give you um, like a 2-page forward, 1 or 2 pages forward that you can just read through. And if you want to go ahead and make any necessary changes to it, you can let me know. I would change it, because you make sure that these people, they go ahead and tell you that I want to read the book. Never ever share your book's manuscript. Just tell them, I'll give you a brief summary as to what it is about, and I would explain it to you verbally, and I'll give you a ready-made forward. Go through it. If there are any changes that you recommend, we would do the changes. I just need your name and your credentials. That's all I need. Clear? Okay. So if you have any questions for me, shoot. If you have any questions to ask, yes, unmute yourself, Shravan.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever the work which I have shown, right? So you said that keyword research I need to done for the phrases which you have suggested. Apart from that, you want me to come with other cover designs, right?
Yes.
Cover designs. And what about the title, madam? Title, is it okay, or you want me to try out some other things? Because that was the app title which I got into my mind. So what you want me to?
Design a book cover. If that is something, I want you to listen to your intuition.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, if you think that, but what I am looking at, maybe you can work a bit on your subtitle.
Okay, subtitle.
Yes.
Sure, ma'am.
Because it is like, looks where like a sentence. It doesn't
Yeah.
give that feeling of a subtitle.
What is the character
Just,
limit you want me to consider for the subtitle?
it is not something like a character limit. It should click. When you read it, it should click.
Short and simple you want me to add, right?
It's not short and simple. It should click with your theme of the book. It should go well. Like,
Okay.
I'll tell you, when I was very clear with my book title, my third book title, The Woman Who Lived Like a Monk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, but I was stuck with that subtitle. And then I said, like, what? Because I was very clear that I'm going to talk about the 10 steps or the 10 keys to it. So then I thought, and then I checked ChatGPT, but ChatGPT wasn't giving me a lot of good answers. So then the idea was, the whole idea of the book was, you don't have to, go to the Himalayas to be a monk. You can still be a monk where you are. So then I said 10 steps for women who feel trapped, escape without leaving. So what I did was, it was a transformation based title. I added my target audience, women who feel trapped. And again, I brought in the transformation saying that escape without leaving. So I could have kept it like a very simple one, 10 steps for women who feel trapped. Even that is okay. But I just added. for some reason. I don't know why, but I did. So you will have to think.
Okay, so subtitle I need to check out with the subtitle you are
Huh.
saying. Yeah.
Yes. You
And
can
one.
work on the subtitle and maybe experiment with the book cover colors. See, I will always recommend, choosing colors that are catchy, and it will go in contrast with the, if you hit that bestseller with the gold color. So choose colors accordingly.
And apart from that, see, we have this Kindle and paperback version, right? So if we want to make that to be published for both, means what is the ideal number of pages we need to consider? So 70 pages you said, right, minimum. Whereas for
Huh.
paperback, if I want the Kindle as well as paperback, so what are the
See, I'll
total
tell you.
number of pages?
What happens is the number of pages that you see on Google Docs. Okay, when you do the editing, the formatting on Kindle, 20 pages get reduced.
Mhm.
So I remember, like, when we did it for so many people. So if it is 150 pages, because Kindle is a digital format, everyone will be having. I might have a phone. If you check the same book on the phone, it will show you 250 pages, but when you see it on a laptop, it will show you 140 pages, but when you see on a Kindle reader, it will be around 160 pages, because the moment the device changes, the number of pages changes,
Okay.
right? So just stick to what your Google Docs is showing, or whatever your MS Word is showing. That's what I would say.
Okay.
That gives you a brief idea. But when you are doing a paperback, all the number of pages with the formatting and everything, there is a chance of, like, say, there is a chance of, say, another 5 to 10 pages being added up
Okay.
for the physical book cover.
Got it, ma'am. And one more thing is, you said about this critics, thought leaders for this forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on social media, we need to check, right? Will they means if we are asking them regarding the forward that they have to provide for our book, will they accept it, ma'am, or will they charge?
They don't charge.
Okay.
They don't charge because, I'll tell you what happened in my cases. Um, we The third book, I did not get a forward by anyone. For
Mhm.
but the first two books, I used forward. So the whole idea is, they know that they cannot write that book, but uh, I had a friend who was a doctor at a, well, like, the HOD of a department. Okay. So I reached out to him and I asked him, can you write a forward for me? And he said, yes, I can. Okay. Now, another person who was my mentor, and I asked him if you could write it, and he said, yes, I can. Another person who is a big motivation speaker from UP, and I asked him, can you write it for me? And he said, yes, I can. Because you have to understand that they get a chance to be part of a history that you are creating by leaving that legacy, right? So it makes a huge difference. So people generally don't charge.
Okay. Okay.
So it's up to you, how is it that you are portraying it.
And one more question is, for this only social media, when you take someone, authors are there, right, who are already published books based on this topic. If I ask
Mhm.
to that author, can we do that, or I mean to say that can we ask those authors or not to go with them?
Uh, See, when it come, see, what I understand is you can check, but people who are already well established, generally they don't write it for free. They'll ask money, but
Yeah.
you can try.
Okay. Okay.
You can give it a try.
And what is the purpose of this pre-order, ma'am, means since why that concept before publishing a book on Amazon? Why we are using? Is that helps in Amazon case or what exactly?
See, I'll tell you. We all are first-time authors, right?
Yeah.
We do not have a fan following, and many times it also happens that when people have to go ahead and um, sell their books. So as a first time author, people don't trust us so easily, people don't buy things so easily. So why we are doing pre-orders is because Amazon is not going to push your book easily to the audience, correct? So when there are pre-orders, when you're punching in those orders, Amazon says, oh, okay, the book is selling well, so that means I should push it to new readers or probably the existing readers. So they get exposed to this particular book and it is going to reach out to more number of people. Correct? So, generally after the book goes live, the categories get showed up in the first, they say 7 days, but there are instances where the categories show up in the first 2 days. And the moment the categories start showing up, if you're able to go ahead and put those pre-orders, punch in those orders, Amazon will push your book to more number of people. And that
How
also
the
helps you to go ahead and get that sales.
how the Amazon knows that without we are publishing the book on their platform, the pre-orders has happened since we are directly interacting with the social media, so the people who are
No,
interested in
you
us,
are
right?
going to, I'll explain you. What we do is right now, when you pre launch it, you are going to take money from the buyers and the money comes to you. So when your book goes live, all the money that you have collected from all your buyers, you are going to give that money to Amazon.
Oh,
Like you are the piggy bank as of now. But once the book goes live, you are going to, so you are supposed to pay that money to Amazon.
mhm.
So then Amazon will know that there are people or there are readers who are interested in reading this book.
For that, there is a separate process is there for submission.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
it
I got
will
it now.
be it will be shown to you, I think, in session number 7, 6 or 7. It will be shown to you.
Yeah. Now I understood. Thank you so
That's
much.
okay.
And one more thing is that the two documents which you have shown, right? Which one? Author Stardom Assignment 1, Author Stardom Assignment 2. Those documents, could you please share those to us?
The assignments will, the sheets will be shared, so don't worry.
Okay.
When we share, after the session is done, the recording will be shared by tomorrow noon, and when it is shared, we generally share the assignment sheets as well. It's more or less the first assignment is more or less still the same. It's not different. But the assignment 2 will be shared with you after the session 2 is completed, not before, because again, it might be very confusing. But for the next
What's
session, go on.
uh, what's the thing is on assignment number 1? Since we haven't seen
It
that
is
tab.
assignment number 1 is the same what you completed in the past 7 days. 1 second.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Only we have found that second only.
So let me share this. Okay, so this is assignment number 1. Okay, so these are the links for the title generator that I gave you guys. Then brainstorm topics for chapters that you did during your foundation program. This is title subtitle generator after keyword research that you must have done after adding the keywords. Designing your book cover, you must have done. Pre-launch template, you must have done. Have you done the pre-launch template?
No, no, no. Pre-launch temple I haven't done.
Okay. So do you want me to show you how will it look like?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's few examples.
1 second to log in. 1 second, I'll just log in quickly. So, okay, so this is a prompt that will help you to go ahead and create that pre-launch. And this was shown as part of the Book in a Blink Challenge workshop as well. So when you see this, you will understand. So, Shravan, give me your title. 10.
10 daily habits to boost your self-esteem.
And what's the subtitle?
Simple mindset shifts to feel empowered,
Hmm.
respected,
Hmm.
and unstoppable every day.
Okay. So who is your target audience?
Target audience are like people who means it's like a motivational kind of thing, man. Maybe students will be there, or like means students, middle age people will be there, who are studying or who are working. These people comes under my target audience.
So let's say you can't write a book for all, huh? By the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Choose. So I'm saying working professionals. So insert date. So this will be 25th of June, 2025. And I'm going to go ahead and price it at 99 rupees right now and tell people that the price is going to increase to 149 after the launch. Okay. Now I'm going to copy it till here. I go down to chat. Oops. 1 second. I go down to chat GPT. I paste it here and I wait. So this is the entire thing that is ready. So this is my caption that I will be putting on social media, on my Instagram, my Facebook, and my LinkedIn. Now I go back over here. I just scroll. I'm going to go ahead and quickly delete this because this is not supposed to be here. I go down and here I find the pre-launch book on social media. Okay. When you see this, you will understand that you must have seen this into the session. Okay. All you have to do is just upload, again, the same process, go down to file and make a copy. So you have an access to edit this particular template. Then you are going to go ahead and put your 3D book mockup. You are going to put your QR code out here, and out this is where your title will be. This is where your subtitle will be. This is where the date when it is going live. This is where your phone number will be. And you are going to download this and then post this particular image on social media along with this particular caption. Got it? Now,
Understood.
since we are here, when you get the sheet, you will find this as well. Okay, that says free images. Sometimes it so happens that we are not happy with the images that Canva is giving or the titles that uh, elements that Canva is giving. So this is one site that you can check for more images. So let's see if I say self-esteem and see if I can get some images. Okay, I do not like any of these because it is not going according to that. Let me see, and confidence. Nope. Uh, What was that again? Let me check. 1 second. Let me hide this. Respected or empowered. Let's see. I'm just checking for some elements if I can get more for my book cover. Some abstract elements. No. So it all depends upon what you are choosing for. And what you could do is like you say, for example, agar maine, if I choose something like mentorship, because for example, I'm just checking. Let's see. Because since he is writing on mentorship, so I'm just checking if I can. This is a handshake. Let's check marketing. See, this is a good image. I mean, for example, I like this image. So I'm going to just download this. This is a free image that I've downloaded. Then if you come out here, it is like, more about experimenting. There is another website. I'm just checking. Okay. So this is known as remove background, where I go over here and I upload the image that I just downloaded, for example. And then I say that I want to remove the background and then put it on Canva and use it. So it is going to go ahead and give me only this much. Okay. So you can use it as one of the elements of on your book cover. Now, the other option that you have is many of you might not have Canva Pro version, since I have a Pro version. So this is a photo room. So what you could do is, say, for example, I choose this particular image, and then I say that I want to delete this particular portion. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to check because it is going to take time. It's not getting deleted. Okay, it's going blur. So I'm going to just increase the brush size and see what is happening. See, it's gone blur. Correct? So I have given you that option as well in case you want to do it. Then the other option that you also have is, say, for example, you want to upscale an image because the clarity is not that great. So I add this over here and I say, I want to make it 200%. So I'm going to just upload and wait for it to be upscaled. So you get a better clarity of that image basically. So I'm going to show you. So you can choose the image and use it. It's still processing. Let me download it. And I'll show you. Can you see the pop-up? Are you able to see the pop-up out here?
Yeah, add it showing. Add.
So, I mean, since this is an abstract image, it will not make, you might not be able to notice that difference. But what you can also give it a try is maybe upload your own photograph and check on this particular site, because the result it gives is beautiful.
Maybe it was in download section, madam. You can click on the download section. It is not giving a
No, it is the same thing that I just opened.
folder.
Okay, but wait, I'll have to stop my screen share and then show it again to you.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
it
yeah.
will work. Second. Okay, so this is it. after enhancing or upscaling the image. So you might not notice a huge difference because this was you can use this thing for your own photographs.
Yeah, upscaler is not showing much difference. Yes, I tried this
Exactly,
one.
because this was like that image was already into an HD, so it is not going to make a huge difference. But if you use your own photographs, it will make a huge difference, and you can make out the difference, right? So that's how you will be doing. So by tomorrow afternoon, you by 1ish, you should get the recording with the assignment sheet, with the pre-order template and everything. So you try, open all the links and ensure you create a folder for yourself and make a copy out of it, and so that everything is in process. And for the people who have not completed the foundation program activity, make sure before Thursday at least finish all the activities, so I can review in the first 20-25 minutes, and then we can start off with the session. Because more or less we will be working on, I'll tell you what we will be working on. Give me 1 second. Oh my God, there are too many things open, so I can't. I'll tell you what we will be working upon for you. So, okay. Okay, so next session, we will be working upon how you can do research for your book faster and get a lot of insights. And I will also be talking about the 10-point structure for completing your chapters, because that's a uniform way of writing the chapters, and it doesn't need a lot of brainstorming. Things become easier. All right, so I want you to finish that, and more or less we could, because there shouldn't be a looking back. Once you are done with the research, you can start working on the chapters immediately without stopping. Right. So if you have any questions, do let me know before I let you guys go. Shravan says, okay, what about Tarun and Akhilesh? If you have any questions?
No, madam, no questions,
great.
No questions,
Okay,
madam.
great. Tarun, I want to see you in the next session with cameras turned on. Make sure that you fix your camera, dress up well for it, and attend all the sessions. Akhilesh Ji knows it. That's how we function in the community. All right. See you then. Bye bye. Good night. Take care.
Thank you for the session.